The pines have eyes. The crunch of pine needles under Sarah's boots was the only sound in the eerie stillness of the Pine Barrens. She checked her phone again. No signal. The GPS had cut out an hour ago, leaving her lost in the maze of twisted trees. Just a day hike, she muttered, kicking herself for her overconfidence. The sun was setting, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple that barely penetrated the dense canopy. A twig snapped behind her. Sarah whirled around, heart pounding, nothing but shadows and pines. She took a deep breath, trying to calm her nerves. That's when she saw it, a flyer nailed to a tree. Missing, Jason Holloway, 28. Last seen hiking in the Pine Barrens. If found, please contact. The paper was weathered, the edges curled. Sarah's blood ran cold as she noticed more flyers on nearby trees. Different names, different dates, but all missing in these woods. A screech pierced the air, inhuman and chilling. Sarah bolted, branches whipping her face as she ran blindly through the underbrush. The stories of the Jersey Devil flooded her mind, a creature born of folklore and fear, said to haunt these very woods. She stumbled into a clearing and froze. Ahead stood an abandoned shack, its wooden walls gray with age. The door hung askew, inviting and ominous. Another screech, closer now, made the decision for her. Sarah darted inside, slamming the door shut behind her. Panting, she leaned against the wall, willing her eyes to adjust to the gloom. The shack was bare, save for a rickety table, and Sarah's breath caught in her throat. Pinned to the far wall were dozens of missing person flyers, illuminated by the fading light from a grimy window. Some she recognized from the trees, others were new to her. Red string connected the photos, forming a twisted web. In the center, circled in what looked horribly like dried blood, was a crude drawing of a winged creature with a horse-like head and hoofed feet. The Jersey Devil. A floorboard creaked behind her. Sarah spun around, a scream dying in her throat. A figure stood in the shadows, tall and gaunt, not human, not even close. "You're real," she whispered, backing away. All this time, the legend was true. The creature stepped into a shaft of fading sunlight, its leathery wings unfurled, scraping the ceiling. Eyes like molten amber fixed on Sarah, filled with an intelligence that was ancient and alien. It opened its muzzle, revealing rows of jagged teeth, but instead of attacking, it spoke, its voice a raspy whisper that seemed to echo from the walls themselves. "I am real," it said, "but I am not the monster." Sarah's back hit the wall of flyers. "The missing hikers, victims," the creature hissed, "but not mine." A new sound reached Sarah's ears. Car engines, growing louder. Flashlight beams swept across the windows. "They come," the Jersey Devil growled. "The true predators." The door burst open. Sarah raised her hand to shield her eyes from the sudden glare of flashlights. When she lowered it, the creature was gone. Men in dark clothing poured into the shack, their faces hidden behind ski masks. One grabbed Sarah roughly by the arm. "We got another one," he barked into a radio. "Looks like she found the nest." "Wait," Sarah stammered. "You don't understand, there was a creature." The man laughed coldly. "Oh, we understand better than you think, sweetheart. The Jersey Devil brings in the curious, the thrill seekers, easy pickings." Horror dawned on Sarah as she looked at the wall of missing faces, not victims of a legendary beast, but of all too human monsters. A piercing screech split the night, followed by another and another. The men froze, their confidence evaporating. "It can't be," one whispered. "They're not real." The roof of the shack tore away, revealing a sky filled with leathery wings and gleaming eyes. The Jersey Devil, no devils, descended upon the men with righteous fury. In the chaos, Sarah felt claws close gently around her arms. She was lifted into the air, away from the shack, away from the screams. Below, she saw more winged shapes emerging from the woods, converging on vehicles hidden among the trees. Her savior set her down at the edge of the Pine Barrens. In the distance, sirens wailed. "Why?" Sarah asked, staring at the majestic creature. It turned its fierce gaze to the approaching lights. "We have guarded these woods for centuries, against all manner of evil." With a powerful beat of its wings, the Jersey Devil rose into the night sky. Sarah watched until it disappeared among the stars, leaving her to wonder if sometimes legends come to life for a reason. As red and blue lights illuminated the trees, Sarah smiled. She had one hell of a story to tell.